Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. 2025 ain't the year to play around. You see, too many people spend their lives worried about what everybody else is doing. They scrolling on social media, looking at other folks' success and feeling like they behind. Let me help you out. You ain't behind, you just distracted. This year, I need you to stop worrying about who's doing what. Stop watching their pockets, their relationships, their glow up. That ain't your business. Your business is you, your growth, your success, your peace of mind. Focusing on personal growth in 2025 means making yourself the top priority, not in a selfish way, but in a way that allows you to become the best version of yourself. Too many people spend their lives prioritizing everything and everyone else, jobs, relationships, social expectations, while putting their own growth on the back burner. The truth is, if you don't take control of your personal development, no one else will do it for you. Success doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you make a conscious decision to grow every single day. One of the first steps in personal growth is self-awareness. You have to take a deep look at your life and be honest about where you are versus where you want to be. What habits are holding you back? What fears are keeping you stuck? What excuses have you been making for not going after what you truly want? Growth starts when you stop lying to yourself and start taking responsibility. A lot of people blame their circumstances, their past, or other people for their lack of progress, but personal growth means understanding that you have the power to change your life. You can't fix what you refuse to acknowledge. Once you become aware of what's limiting you, the next step is to start making intentional changes. Growth doesn't happen by wishing, it happens by doing. If you want to improve your mindset, you need to surround yourself with positivity. Read books that challenge you, listen to motivational content, and engage in conversations that inspire you. If you want to develop new skills, you have to put in the effort to learn something new every day. If you want to build confidence, you have to push yourself outside of your comfort zone, take risks, and prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you think. Growth requires action, and the more consistent you are, the more progress you will see. One of the biggest challenges in personal growth is overcoming fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. These are the things that keep people from reaching their full potential. Many people hesitate to chase their dreams because they're afraid of what others will think. They're scared of making mistakes or looking foolish. But the reality is every successful person has faced fear and kept going anyway. Growth happens when you stop letting fear control you and start stepping into the unknown with courage. Every time you do something that scares you, you grow stronger. Every time you face a challenge, instead of running from it, you build resilience. Another key aspect of personal growth is discipline. A lot of people rely on motivation to make progress, but motivation comes and goes. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward when you don't feel like it. There will be days when you're tired, days when you don't see results, and days when you feel like giving up. But discipline means showing up anyway. It means doing the work even when it's hard. The people who achieve the most in life are not always the most talented or the most gifted. They are the ones who stay committed no matter what. Your environment plays a huge role in your personal growth. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, distractions, or people who don't support your growth, it's going to be much harder to elevate. Growth requires you to be intentional about who and what you allow into your space. If your circle is full of people who complain, make excuses, and have no ambition, that energy will rub off on you. But if you surround yourself with people who are driven, focused, and committed to their own growth, you will naturally start leveling up too. Personal growth also requires patience. A lot of people start working on themselves but get discouraged when they don't see instant results. They expect change to happen overnight, but real transformation takes time. You have to trust that every small step you take is adding up. Even if you don't see immediate progress, you are still growing. The key is to stay consistent and keep moving forward. One of the most powerful things you can do for personal growth is to develop a strong mindset. Life will throw challenges your way, and if you don't have the right mindset, you will let those obstacles break you. A growth mindset means seeing setbacks as lessons, not failures. It means understanding that every difficulty is an opportunity to learn and improve. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," a growth mindset says, "I haven't mastered this yet, but I will." Instead of saying, "This is too hard," a growth mindset says, "This is a challenge that will make me stronger." The way you think determines how far you go in life. Another important factor in personal growth is setting clear goals. A lot of people want success, but they don't define what that means for them. If you don't have clear goals, you will drift through life without direction. Take the time to set specific, meaningful goals for yourself, whether it's improving your health, learning a new skill, advancing in your career, or building better relationships. Once you have clear goals, create a plan to achieve them. Break them down into smaller steps and take consistent action. Progress happens when you turn your goals into daily habits. Self-care is an essential part of personal growth. You can't pour into your goals if you are physically, mentally, or emotionally drained. Taking care of yourself is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Make time for rest, exercise, and activities that bring you joy. Prioritize your mental health by managing stress, practicing gratitude, and avoiding negativity. When you take care of yourself, you have more energy and focus to put into your growth. Personal growth is a lifelong journey. There is no finish line, no point where you can say, "I've made it, I don't need to grow anymore." The most successful and fulfilled people in the world continue to learn, improve, and challenge themselves no matter how much they achieve. Growth is about constantly becoming a better version of yourself. The more you invest in your growth, the more opportunities, success, and happiness you will attract into your life. Success starts with how you think. Your mindset is the foundation for everything you do in life. If you keep feeding yourself doubt, negativity, and excuses, you will never move forward. Your mind is the control center of your actions, and your actions shape your reality. Too many people want to change their lives, but they don't want to change the way they think. They keep hoping for success while carrying the same defeated mentality. That won't work. You can't expect new results with old thinking. If you want 2025 to be different, you have to start by shifting your mindset. The first thing you need to understand is that your thoughts create your future. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough, that you don't have the right skills, or that success is only for lucky people, then guess what? You will act according to those beliefs. Your mind will find ways to prove yourself right. That's why people stay stuck. They don't even realize that they are trapping themselves with their own thoughts. But when you start shifting your mindset, when you start speaking life into yourself, when you start believing that you are capable, that you deserve better, and that you can achieve great things, everything changes. You stop settling, you start taking action, you stop making excuses, you develop the courage to step into new opportunities instead of running from them. Now let's talk about fear. Fear is one of the biggest barriers to success, and it lives in the mind. It stops people from trying, from learning, from growing. It whispers all the reasons why you might fail. But here's the truth. Fear is a liar. Fear magnifies the worst case scenario, but it never tells you about the best case scenario. It never reminds you that if you push past your doubts, you could actually win. Fear will keep you playing small when you were meant to do big things. If you allow fear to control your mind, you will never take the risks necessary to change your life. You have to decide that fear will not be the reason you stay stuck in the same place for another year. Your mindset also determines how you respond to failure. Some people see failure as the end. They try something once, it doesn't work, and they give up. That's because they have a fixed mindset. They believe their abilities are set in stone and that if something doesn't come easily, it means they're not good enough. But successful people have a growth mindset. They see failure as a lesson, not a limitation. They understand that setbacks are part of the journey, not a signal to quit. If you truly want to succeed, you need to train your mind to see failure as feedback. Learn from it. Adjust your approach. Keep going. Because the truth is, nobody who ever achieved anything great did it without failing first. Another key part of mastering your mindset is getting rid of negativity. And I'm not just talking about negative people. I'm talking about negative self-talk. Too many people sabotage themselves before they even start. They say things like, I'm just not smart enough. I'll never be rich. Or people like me don't get opportunities like that. These are the thoughts that keep you in the same place. They create mental barriers that stop you from even trying. And in 2025, you have to let go of that thinking. You have to start feeding your mind with positive, empowering beliefs. Start telling yourself, I am capable. I am worthy. I can figure this out, and I will succeed. At first, it might feel strange because your old mindset will try to fight back. But if you stay consistent, those positive thoughts will become your new reality. Environment plays a huge role in your mindset as well. If you constantly surround yourself with negative people, people who complain, who doubt, who never push themselves, you will absorb that energy. That's why you have to be intentional about what you allow into your space. Read books that expand your mind. Listen to people who inspire you. Cut out toxic conversations that drain you. Fill your mind with thoughts and ideas that push you forward instead of holding you back. Because at the end of the day, your mind will either be your greatest asset or your biggest enemy. And in 2025, you need it to be your strongest tool. Setting clear goals and staying disciplined is the key to turning dreams into reality. Too many people want success, but they don't have a plan. They say they want to be rich, but they don't have a financial strategy. They say they want to be healthy, but they don't commit to a routine. They want to improve their lives, but they let their emotions control their actions instead of having a structured plan. Wishing for success is not enough. You need a roadmap, and more importantly, you need the discipline to follow through. A clear goal gives you direction. When you set a goal, you tell yourself where you want to go. Without it, you're just drifting through life, hoping things will magically fall into place. But life doesn't work that way. You need to be specific. Don't just say, I want to make more money. Set a real target. How much do you want to make? By when? What steps will you take to get there? The more detailed your goal, the more likely you are to achieve it, because your mind will have something clear to focus on. Clarity is power. A vague goal leads to vague results. Once you set your goal, the next step is to break it down into smaller, actionable steps. Small, consistent steps add up over time. The problem is, people want instant results. They expect success overnight. And when they don't see immediate progress, they quit. That's why discipline is critical, because motivation fades. But discipline keeps you moving forward, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is what separates successful people from everyone else. It's easy to work hard when you're excited, but what about the days when you don't feel like it? What about the days when you're tired, frustrated, or uninspired? That's when discipline has to take over. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. It means waking up early to work on your goals even when you'd rather sleep in. It means saying no to distractions, no to excuses, and no to anything that doesn't align with your vision. It's about developing habits that keep you on track no matter how you feel in the moment. The reason most people fail to reach their goals is not because they aren't capable, but because they lack consistency. They start strong, but as soon as things get tough, they give up. Success isn't about working hard for a few weeks and then stopping. It's about showing up every single day. It's about doing the work even when you don't see immediate results. Think about athletes. They don't train only when they feel good. They train every day, rain or shine, because they understand that consistency builds mastery. If you want to achieve your goals, you have to commit to the process, not just the outcome. Another challenge people face is letting distractions take them off track. Every time you set a goal, distractions will show up. There will always be something trying to steal your focus: social media, television, negative people, bad habits. If you don't control your focus, these distractions will control you. That's why you have to be intentional about your environment. If you want to stay disciplined, eliminate temptations that pull you away from your goals. If you're trying to save money, stop mindlessly shopping. If you're trying to lose weight, stop keeping junk food in your house. If you're trying to build a business, stop wasting hours scrolling through social media. Success requires sacrifice. You can't keep doing the same things and expect different results. Self-discipline also means holding yourself accountable. Too many people wait for someone else to push them, but no one is coming to save you. If you want to change your life, you have to take full responsibility. That means being honest with yourself when you're slacking. That means tracking your progress, recognizing your mistakes, and making adjustments. It means staying committed even when no one is watching. The strongest people are the ones who can stay focused without needing validation or approval from others. The most powerful thing about discipline is that it builds confidence. Every time you stay consistent with your goals, you prove to yourself that you can be trusted to follow through. You develop self-respect. You stop doubting yourself because you have real evidence that you are capable. Success isn't about luck or talent, it's about habits. And the habits you build in 2025 will determine the kind of year you have. Cutting out distractions and toxic energy is one of the most important things you can do if you want to level up in 2025. A lot of people have big dreams, but they don't realize that their environment is holding them back. You can't grow when you're constantly surrounded by negativity. You can't focus on your goals when you're wasting time on things that don't serve you. If you want to elevate your life, you have to protect your space, mentally, emotionally, and physically. One of the biggest distractions people face is social media. It's designed to keep you addicted, constantly scrolling, constantly comparing your life to others. You see people flashing their success, showing off their perfect relationships, and living what looks like a dream life, and suddenly you start feeling like you're behind. You start questioning yourself, wondering why you're not where they are. But here's the truth. Social media is a highlight reel. You're seeing the best moments, not the struggles, not the failures, not the real work it took to get there. If you're not careful, social media will make you feel like you're losing when you're actually making progress. That's why you have to set boundaries. Limit your time online. Stop comparing your journey to someone else's. Focus on your own growth, not on what other people want you to see. Another major distraction is wasting time on meaningless activities. Too many people spend hours watching TV, playing video games, gossiping, or just doing things that don't contribute to their future. Now, there's nothing wrong with relaxing, but when entertainment starts replacing productivity, that's a problem. Think about how much time you waste every day on things that don't move you forward. If you added up all the hours you spend on distractions, you'd realize you have more than enough time to build your dream. The difference between successful people and those who stay stuck is that successful people know how to prioritize. They don't let distractions control their time. They set a schedule and stick to it. They make sure their actions align with their goals. Toxic energy is another thing that will drain you if you're not careful. This includes negative people, unhealthy relationships, and even your own toxic habits. Let's talk about negative people first. Some people always complaining, they always have an excuse, always see the problem instead of the solution, and always bring bad energy into every situation. If you keep hanging around people like that, their mindset will start rubbing off on you. You'll start doubting yourself. You start believing that success is too hard or that you don't have what it takes. That's why it's so important to be mindful of who you allow in your circle. If someone is constantly negative, always bringing drama, or never supporting your growth, it might be time to distance yourself. Protect your peace at all costs. Unhealthy relationships are another source of toxic energy. If you're in a relationship, whether it's romantic, friendship, or even family, that constantly drains you, you need to reevaluate it. A real connection should uplift you, not stress you out. It should help you grow, not make you feel small. If someone in your life is always criticizing you, never encouraging your goals, or constantly making you feel like you're not enough, that's a problem. In 2025, you need to surround yourself with people who push you to be better, who believe in you, and who genuinely want to see you win. Life is too short to spend it around people who bring you down. Now, let's talk about your own toxic habits, because sometimes the biggest thing holding you back is you. Procrastination, self-doubt, overthinking. These are all things that will stop your progress if you don't get them under control. Procrastination is one of the biggest dream killers. You keep telling yourself, I'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow turns into next week, next month, next year. Before you know it, you've wasted another year making excuses. The only way to break this cycle is to take action now. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting until you feel ready. Success is about doing, not waiting. Self-doubt is another toxic habit that destroys progress. Too many people talk themselves out of opportunities before they even try. They convince themselves that they're not smart enough, not talented enough, not worthy enough. But here's the truth. You are capable. You have everything you need to succeed, but you have to believe in yourself. If you keep feeding yourself doubt, you will never take the steps necessary to reach your full potential. In 2025, you need to start replacing doubt with confidence. Start reminding yourself that you can do this. Start taking action even when you're scared. Confidence doesn't come from waiting. It comes from doing. Overthinking is another toxic habit that keeps people stuck. Some people analyze every little detail, trying to predict every possible outcome before they make a move. But here's the thing. There is no perfect plan. There is no way to control everything. If you spend all your time overthinking, you'll never take action. You have to learn to trust yourself. Make a decision and move forward. If it doesn't work, adjust and try again. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who never make mistakes. They're the ones who keep moving despite the mistakes. If you want 2025 to be different, you have to be intentional about what you allow into your life. Distractions will always be there. Negativity will always try to find a way in. But you have the power to control your focus. You have the power to choose what you give your energy to. You can either keep allowing distractions and toxic energy to hold you back, or you can make the decision to cut them out and move forward. The choice is yours. Investing in yourself daily is the most valuable thing you can do in 2025. You are your greatest asset, and your success depends on how much time, effort, and energy you put into your growth. Too many people want a better life, but they don't put in the work to improve themselves. They wait for opportunities instead of preparing for them. They hope for success, but don't develop the skills, mindset, and habits that lead to it. If you want to level up, you have to make self-investment a priority. The first and most important area to invest in is your knowledge. What you know determines what you can achieve. If you're not constantly learning, you're falling behind. The most successful people in the world are lifelong learners. They read books, take courses, attend seminars, and surround themselves with knowledge that expands their thinking. In 2025, you need to make reading a habit. Read about finance, business, leadership, personal development, anything that helps you grow. If you want to build wealth, learn about money. If you want to start a business, study entrepreneurship. If you want to improve your mindset, read books that teach discipline, confidence, and success habits. Knowledge is power, but only if you apply it. Developing new skills is another form of self-investment that can change your life. The world is constantly evolving, and the skills that got you where you are today may not be enough to take you where you want to go. Whether it's improving your communication, learning a new language, developing a technical skill, or mastering a trade, the more skills you have, the more valuable you become. Too many people settle for what they already know and stop growing. In 2025, make it a goal to learn something new every single day. Even if it's just 30 minutes of focused learning, that time adds up. The more skills you develop, the more opportunities you create for yourself. Your physical and mental health are just as important as your knowledge and skills. You can't perform at your best if you're constantly tired, stressed, and unhealthy. Taking care of your body is an investment that pays off in every area of your life. Exercise regularly, eat healthy foods, and get enough sleep. Small habits like drinking more water, walking daily, and cutting back on junk food can have a huge impact on your energy and productivity. Your body is the vehicle that carries you through life. Take care of it. Mental health is just as crucial. Stress, anxiety, and burnout will slow you down if you don't manage them properly. Meditation, journaling, therapy, or even simple breathing exercises can help keep your mind sharp and focused. Surround yourself with positivity. Cut out toxic influences that drain your energy. Be mindful of the content you consume. Negative news, gossip, and pointless drama can cloud your mind and lower your motivation. Protect your mental space just as much as you protect your time and energy. Another way to invest in yourself is by improving your financial knowledge and habits. Money is a tool, and the better you understand it, the more control you have over your future. Too many people work hard for money but never learn how to make money work for them. Learn about budgeting, saving, investing, and building wealth. Instead of spending money on things that don't add value to your life, start putting it into things that help you grow. Books, courses, networking events, or even starting a side business. Financial freedom starts with financial education. The more you learn about managing money, the more opportunities you create for yourself. Networking and surrounding yourself with the right people is another powerful form of self-investment. Who you spend time with influences your mindset, habits, and success. If you're always around people who complain, make excuses, and have no ambition, it's going to be hard for you to stay motivated. But if you surround yourself with people who are driven, focused, and successful, their energy will push you to do better. In 2025, make it a priority to build strong, positive relationships. Connect with mentors. Join communities that align with your goals and learn from people who have already achieved what you're working toward. Success is not just about what you know, it's also about who you know. Time management is another area where self-investment makes a huge difference. Everyone gets the same 24 hours in a day, but how you use them determines your success. Stop wasting time on things that don't matter. Set a schedule, create a routine, and be intentional with your time. If something doesn't contribute to your growth, cut it out. The most successful people don't have more time than you. They just use their time better. In 2025, be disciplined about how you spend your time. Prioritize what truly matters and eliminate distractions that slow you down. Investing in yourself daily is not about making big changes overnight. It's about small, consistent efforts that add up over time. Every book you read, every skill you learn, every workout you do, and every productive habit you build brings you closer to the life you want. The more you invest in yourself, the more valuable you become. Believing in your own journey and trusting the process is one of the most powerful things you can do in 2025. Too many people give up on their dreams because they don't see immediate results. They start working towards something, and when things don't happen as fast as they expected, they start doubting themselves. They compare their progress to others and feel like they're behind. They let fear and uncertainty stop them from moving forward. But success is not an overnight thing. It's a process. It takes time, effort, patience, and faith. If you don't trust the process, you will never reach your full potential. One of the biggest mistakes people make is expecting instant success. We live in a world that promotes quick results. Fast money, fast fame, fast achievements. Social media makes it look like everyone is winning except you. You see someone posting about their new business, their new car, their big achievements, and you start questioning why you're not there yet. But what you don't see is the years of struggle, the failures, the sacrifices, and the setbacks they went through before they got to where they are. Every successful person has a process. No one starts at the top. The problem is that most people only celebrate the results, not the journey. They don't show the late nights, the hard work, the moments of self-doubt, or the times they felt like giving up. If you don't remind yourself that every great achievement comes with a process, you will get discouraged too soon. Trusting your journey means understanding that your timing is different from everyone else's. Just because someone else is succeeding faster than you doesn't mean you're failing. Your path is yours alone, and comparing it to someone else's will only make you feel frustrated and unmotivated. Some people achieve success in their 20s, while others don't hit their peak until their 40s or 50s. The important thing is to stay focused on your own growth, keep working, keep improving, and trust that your time will come when it's supposed to. The moment you stop comparing yourself to others, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and self-doubt. Every journey comes with obstacles. You will face challenges, setbacks, and failures along the way. But that doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. Every struggle is a lesson. Every failure is an opportunity to learn and grow. Some people give up at the first sign of difficulty because they think obstacles mean they're not meant to succeed. But in reality, those challenges are shaping you, making you stronger and preparing you for the success you're working toward. The most successful people didn't avoid failure. They used it as fuel to keep going. If you want to achieve your goals in 2025, you need to embrace the process, including the difficult moments. Patience is another key part of trusting your journey. When you plant a seed, you don't expect it to grow into a tree overnight. You water it, you give it sunlight, and you wait. The same applies to your goals. You have to put in the work consistently, even when you don't see immediate results. Too many people quit too soon because they don't see progress right away. They start a business, and when they don't make money in the first few months, they give up. They start a fitness journey, and when they don't see major changes in a few weeks, they stop going to the gym. They start a new skill, and when they don't master it quickly, they decide they're not good enough. But success comes to those who are willing to keep going even when things are moving slower than expected. Every small step you take adds up over time. Mindset plays a huge role in how well you trust the process. If you constantly doubt yourself, you will struggle to stay committed to your goals. But if you believe that you are capable, that you are worthy, and that you are on the right path, you will find the strength to keep going even when things get tough. Self-belief is what keeps you moving when there's no visible proof of success yet. It's what keeps you disciplined when motivation fades. The way you talk to yourself matters. If you keep telling yourself that you're not good enough, not smart enough, or not ready, you will convince yourself to stop trying. But if you remind yourself every day that you are growing, learning, and improving, you will build the confidence needed to keep pushing forward. One of the most important things you can do to strengthen your belief in the process is to celebrate small wins. Too many people only focus on the big achievements and ignore the progress they're making along the way. But every step forward is a victory. If you lost a few pounds, if you learned something new, if you made even a little bit of progress toward your goal, that's something worth celebrating. Acknowledging small wins helps you stay motivated and reminds you that you're moving in the right direction. Another key to trusting the process is surrounding yourself with the right people. Being around negative, doubtful, or unsupportive people will make you question yourself. But when you surround yourself with people who believe in you, who encourage you, and who are also working toward their own goals, you gain the strength to keep going. Find a community of like-minded individuals who push you to grow. Having the right support system can make a huge difference in staying committed to your journey. The truth is, every great success story comes with ups and downs. There will be moments when you feel like nothing is working, moments when you feel like quitting, and moments when you wonder if it's even worth it. But if you keep going, if you keep learning, if you keep believing in yourself, you will get there. The process is not meant to be easy, but it's what shapes you into the person who is ready for success. Focusing on yourself in 2025 is about making intentional choices to grow, improve, and become the best version of yourself. Success isn't about luck, it's about daily habits, discipline, and a strong mindset. Stop waiting for the perfect moment and start investing in your knowledge, skills, health, and personal development. Trust your journey, embrace challenges, and stay patient with your progress. Surround yourself with positivity, set clear goals, and commit to consistent action. The more you focus on yourself, the more opportunities and success you will create. This year is your time. Make it count.